A lot of people moving to the Space Coast think they have to choose between living beachside or mainland. Hi, I'm Tina Veltri. I grew up right here on Florida's Space Coast. I moved away for a while and then I came back to raise my family. And today I help people understand the process and see their options more clearly and make smart real estate decisions, whether you're buying, selling, building, or relocating to Florida's Space Coast. In my last video, I went over how Brevard County is laid out and we looked at the map. Today in this video, I'm going to explain what I mean by beachside and mainland, how the causeways connect the two, and what you need to consider before deciding which lifestyle fits you best. So let's start with beachside. When I say beachside, I am talking about the barrier island communities between the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian River Lagoon or the Banana River, depending on where you are. It is one long, narrow strip of land running along our coastline. And it includes communities like Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach, Satellite Beach, Harbour Beach, Indialantic, and Melbourne Beach. So what makes beachside so different? Well, number one, it's a barrier island. And for many people, this is what they picture when they imagine living in Florida. And I know that because I grew up in Satellite Beach. You know, whether you're taking a morning walk along the ocean or watching a rocket launch from the sand, surfing, some people do it even before work, or simply knowing the beach is just a few minutes away, it becomes part of your normal routine instead of something you only do on vacation. Some areas are more active and walkable, while others are quieter and more residential. Some homes sit just steps from the Atlantic Ocean, while others are, maybe closer to the Indian River Lagoon or the Banana River. We have condos and townhomes, single family homes, duplexes, but we also have little beach cottages and large luxury waterfront homes. Now, beachside does come with some ownership considerations that buyers should really understand. Now, depending on, the property, that may include a higher insurance cost, or you may require flood insurance. You have to think about the salt air, wind exposure, and additional maintenance over time. So it's important to really understand all of the factors and get the full picture before you decide if it's the right choice for you. And for the right person, beachside isn't just a place to live. It's part of who they are. Now let's talk about the mainland. So here I'm talking about communities such as Titusville and Cocoa, Rockledge, Viera, Melbourne, West Melbourne, and Palm Bay. And one thing I really want you to understand is that mainland isn't one lifestyle. It's actually a huge part of Brevard County. Some people are looking for an established neighborhood with mature trees and larger lots, while others, want a planned community with amenities like pools and walking trails and community events. Many buyers are drawn to new construction here, while others want more acreage, more privacy, a room to park their RV or their boat, or even have a workshop. You'll also find homes along the river, as well as neighborhoods that are just minutes from shopping, restaurants, medical facilities and hospitals, and major highways like I-95. If you're looking for an area that's closer to the river, you'll also find waterfront restaurants. Oh, we have so many. And outdoor dining, live entertainment, marinas, parks, boat ramps, and places where you can enjoy spending time on the water. The mainland really does give buyers a wide variety of housing options and lifestyle choices to choose from. Now, here's something that really surprises a lot of people when they move here. The Causeways connect the mainland to the barrier island, okay? And they can completely change your decision of whether you want to live beachside or mainland. Because depending on where you live, getting to the beach may be just a quick drive over the bridge. Many people cross the Causeways every single day. That's why I always encourage buyers to think about your daily routine, not just the address. I've worked with buyers who initially really believed that they had to live beachside because they really wanted to enjoy the ocean every day. But once we started talking through what mattered most to them, the type of home they wanted, their budget, and how often they were realistically going to go to the beach, they chose a mainland home near a causeway instead. They still had very easy access to the beach whenever they wanted to go, but they also found that the home and the lifestyle that they found on the mainland really did fit them better. Of course, I've had buyers make the opposite decision as well. And then for some, being able to walk on the beach every single morning and hear those ocean waves is worth everything to them. The right choice, whether it's beachside or mainland, picking what is the best side, it's really about choosing the home, the area, how you're going to get around that best suits your lifestyle, your priorities, and the way you want to spend your everyday life. If you're trying to narrow down which communities might fit you best, I'd love to help. You could schedule a Space Coast discovery session with me, and make sure to download my Space Coast relocation guide. I put the links for both of those in the description below. And if you've been following my new series, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because next week I'm going to be talking about, just because two homes have a Melbourne address doesn't necessarily mean they'll offer the same lifestyle. And I'm going to show you why. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tina Veltri. I'll see you on the next video.